Greetings everyone, Napoleon Complex here. Today we're going to be playing the Battle of Stratton, which is the next battle chronologically in the English Civil War. So regardless of what the briefing tells us, the situation is quite simple. There's a large enemy force on the hill, they have skirmishers guarding these hedgerows here, and we have a smaller force, but a better force that we need to use to storm it. We start off in deployment and we're spread out across the front. Now, what we're obviously supposed to do is defeat these commanded shot first and then advance towards the hill. However, given how outnumbered we are, that is suicide, so I will be back once I've redeployed in a more sensible setup. So here we are in a formation that makes sense. I'm going to start things off by using a Cornish Royalist musketeers, who are much larger, by the way, than this Parliamentarian commanded shot. Let's engage them here, short of a bit of bad luck, we should be able to pin them in place, and we're going to flank around here on the road. Now we shouldn't need to do anything else, the situation should take care of itself. Just in case things go south, I will position this unit over here so it can charge into the flanks. The rest of the army is going to drive straight towards this flank here, and we're going to attack up the weakest part of the slope. So I'm just pursuing here to try and wear this unit out and get it to break up before any more of my troops end up running out off of the field. Now, this is what our force looks like when we're ready to strike. I've been using my light guns in the meantime to soften this unit up. How we're going to approach this is we're going to approach from, well, let's see, that unit can't necessarily shoot at this unit, so let's proceed with the Cornish Royalist musketeers first. Let's see if we can provoke these guys into half arc. We can, good. The idea is to obviously make them disruptive if at all possible. We'll try, but we've already attacked them with the cannon. Now, I think we're going to try and make this unit auto-break, and that's the idea, to break these units one after another. I'm going to try to keep the cannons clear here. So let's see. I think we will just hit this unit just because we're close. Keep hitting them. Here I've got a bit of a dilemma because I need to keep the cannon's path clear. So we'll just hit here, that way the cannons still have an angle on this pike and shot group. But what we're really doing is we're giving the Cornish Royalist pikemen cover to advance. Now these things will shred any Parliamentarian unit in melee, but they have to get there intact first in order to do so. Fortunately, we are still getting bombarded by guns. Now, unfortunately, the AI is a bit sluggish. We'll consider this a surprise attack, I guess. You can see we almost auto-broke them there. They're above average, so they'll take a bit more punishment. It might seem harsh, but they're above average. You'd expect them to be tough to break. And just continue to leather them from this side. They've broken there. Okay, and let's see, try and provoke a half arc of fire. We're just going to keep clawing our way up the hill. They get a stationary shot. Or, unfortunately, a half cannonade there, but it will still make them wobble. Move here. A little bit worried about that unit, and also we're not going to get our full cannonade here, but we're still focused on this unit here. Yep, I think that was a full volley, but that was the best I could do. Okay, and just keep advancing. Now here, start leaving gaps so that if you are suddenly charged, your troops can return to safety. That's going to happen early. Dragoons are, of course, not particularly strong. We'll probably keep them in the front line until they fragment. I'm not having a lot of luck. Usually I've tried this battle a few times, and usually the Cornish Royalist musketeers don't disrupt too easily. Okay, that was a bit risky. Don't want to actually lose any units. Okay. Now, yeah, just shoot them down. Now, just like in Edgehill, we're up right now, but this battle can turn against us fast. There's still no movement from the rest of the Parliamentarian army, but we're in rough shape now. That's 2 of our units disrupted. Let's move to the flanks here. Gonna move here. Let's see if yep, that allows me to move around like that. Just a little movement trick there. Move to the front here. You can move here and directly confront that unit. Okay. And that unit can chill back a little bit. We don't want to provoke a lot of fire on a disrupted unit. But the important part is that means that we're able to take the hill. Let's see. That should still be, all of the units there should be able to evade easily enough. I'm somewhat defensive with the Cavaliers because they're not actually that reliable at beating their opposing Parliamentarian horse. Now we do finally see the Parliamentarians start to respond at this point. So obviously someone's got word to them that an attack is going on the left of the hill. Okay. Whew. And they managed to avoid all of our commanded shot there. That's not great. I didn't think they'd just be able to walk right out of our trap like that. And now we need to pull them back, because they will break soon. So I'll start to move the guns away to protect them, but I find that the key in this battle is to ignore the lights. We want to go after these juicy pike and shot units. And what I'm going to try to do is just move past these units here that are weakened. Just try and get our keils past those groups. Just move in here and threaten that unit there. Move these out the way. Get there and might be able to threaten the flank here. Move this unit here. Just continue to screen the advance. Fire here. And here. And here, even though we're disrupted. We're just going to move past the enemy in many cases. Meanwhile, we're going to use our commanded shot to shoot these annoying units down. Didn't think they'd stand their ground there. This kind of helps us, I guess. Now this unit of Parliamentarian pikemen is the most dangerous unit on the battlefield. Okay, well, what else were we expecting? So, blast them once, move past again, blast them again, charge with the cavalry and hope we get some luck on impact, but with only 2 units, yet we're unlikely to get the charge chance. Blast them. Blast them again. Move this unit to defend the cannons. We'll turn these cannons to put off enfilade fire on the pike and shot here. This situation here is exactly what we don't want. So I'm going to move through and protect my gunners. We're going to charge into them here. It's probably worth getting involved in the horse fight as well. I'll make sure we win this melee. My main move will be to move here. Now I was hoping to just ignore this pike and shot unit and move past it, but unfortunately I don't think I can, which means I am just going to turn and threaten to... Oh, I can charge it immediately. I'm just going to go after this pike and shot unit. So we now have 3 advantageous melees going on, and 1 that kind of isn't. And also scooter dragoons that further out the way. Good. The only thing is this unit's now going to pursue down the hill. That's why I didn't want to get involved in this fight. Disrupted one of their cavalry here. Fortunately, our pike haven't had much luck. Well, this unit is in genuine danger. Okay, they haven't disrupted. That was critical. We gave them some cover here. If that 3rd unit had managed to fire, that would have been incredibly dangerous. They've also had enough time to bunch up. You don't actually want to charge into the pike and shots too quickly. You want them to clump up and end up at a disadvantage like this. Okay, remarkably, the Parliamentarian pikemen didn't charge us there. Oh, that was a lucky shot. Ah, but enfilade fire. Enfilade fire. I think the pronunciation might be different with French. Okay, and they managed to break up from our pike. Charge home here. We did take casualties, unfortunately, from gunfire. Well, we've got to use our superior strength in melee here. There's not a whole lot light guns can do, to be perfectly honest. Okay, blast these pikemen to hell. We can dodge out the way of the worst of the fire here, and just keep hitting them again. Now, I could move the Cornish Royalist pike up right now. I'm not going to, because I'm waiting for these pike and shot units to move up. And they could engage here, but that would allow me to hit them again. I can turn the cavaliers here. If I get a chance, I'm going to send them right around the flank. And they could charge, and obviously that would be bad. There's not really much I can do about... Well, they can't do that, because I've got the zone of control here. So both of these units are protected, and the most Parliamentarians' horse can do is move up and protect us, and harass us. So I'm going to get the flank one way or another. I can also begin to bring my musketeers around. I'm hoping to stay in melee here, so I don't have to worry too much about these gunners. I think to further complicate the picture, I'm going to throw myself into melee here. No forward progress, unfortunately. Every turn we take fire like this is a turn that goes against us. Mixed message there, because they fell back so we can be shot at again. This is unexpected and unwelcome. And this is the problem, because they're above average, they keep passing their cohesion tests. So I'm not able to break them in time. We were reeling from that. This thing, I can't win this firefight. So I have to win up here. Everything is going to be carried by me winning the battle with the enemy heavy troops. I know how I can exploit this. Okay, so something's broken. They still haven't used the Parliamentarian pikemen for some reason. That complicates matters. Okay, good. Now when they break... Okay, now because we're keil, they shouldn't be able to get a flank attack from that. And we're going downhill, so this is all very good, also good for us. Now I'm going to move back here to stop them from retreating, and I'm going to now lock those Parliamentarian horse in melee. And I'm going to move around the flank, so if those Parliamentarian horse don't go, I'm going to push them. We're going to blast those Parliamentarian pikemen again. And again. And however many times it takes for them to lose keil status or go away and leave us alone. Our Cornish Royalist musketeers are now in bad shape. We lost melee. We've had terrible luck with this unit. I'm going to move here so that they can't fully control where they go, and I'm going to hit them here as well. One more. Okay, all of that fire, and I still couldn't get them to disrupt, unfortunately. I'll move this unit to here. I reckon once we get rid of this Parliamentarian horse, we'll have a bit of a channel to move troops through. Okay. We need to start winning some of these melees. This is why I tend to prefer firefights. They're more predictable. Superb. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, they're gonna auto brake. Okay, hopefully they're occupied with pursuit for a while. No, they're not. Oh, I didn't think they'd move quite so much fire towards those Cornish Royalist musketeers. Knew I was taking a risk leaving them there. Thankfully that's not a back attack yet, but I'm watching their keil status closely. 38%, we've almost won. We've rallied! Excellent! Okay, they've dissolved here. Now I wonder, if I move these Cornish Royalist musketeers out the way, can I? I'm not quite. Okay, well, in that case I'll do the next best thing. I'm going to rake those those Parliamentarian pikemen with shot. And they are very close to auto braking now, and I can still turn. So we're going to be upon them next turn. Unfortunately, one of our cavalry units disappeared off the map, and we're kind of damaged here. They're probably going to throw themselves into the melee here, but I think that could work for us. I'm going to keep these cavaliers back. It's not worth risking them this late on in the affair. You guys just limp away, and we'll have to pray these Royalist Cornish pikemen work out that this commanded shot isn't worth pursuing. So this is what makes it a Captain General battle. You feel every shot that lands on these Cornish Royalist pikemen, because they get worn down and disrupted so quickly. Yep, figured they could withstand that. Oh, 3 units, okay. We're doing okay, but let's finish this quick, okay guys? Oh, bite me. There we go. So this is what decided it. As if there was any doubt. Everyone's shooting them. But yeah, we would have run into trouble if things had gone any further. Nice, a rally. Okay. Well, aside from losing the Dragoons, I'd say that went about as well as we could expect it to go. I've been Napoleon Complex. Thank you for watching this battle, and I will see you in the next one. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the content. Thank you for watching, and farewell.